Hello, podcast listeners. Before we kick off this extremely exciting last episode of Who Dealt It, I just wanted to tell you about our season of Make Some Noise that we're doing at Sydney Festival at Bondi Pavilion. It's on from January the 3rd to the 13th, and you can get tickets from our website. Bananas sold separately. See you there, Sydney. Now, your feature presentation. Welcome to Who Dealt It, the finale. Over the past episodes, we've laid out the theories and interrogated the suspects, and there's only one proper way to bring an investigation like this to a close.
We contact the authorities, hand over the evidence, and then wait for the slow wheels of justice to turn.
No, not quite. It's time for the ace detective to solve it all, ideally in a drawing room.
Who's the ace detective?
Hello, me.
Cool.
It's time to reveal who dealt it. So, we gathered all the members of the Waft family together, and what better place to do that than where the incident happened, inside the family car.
What are you guys doing in here?
Hello, Wafts. Thanks for agreeing to meet us.
None of us agreed to this, you just carjacked us.
Hi, well, it's a tight squeeze in here. Oh, that's my foot. Sorry.
Guys, the butler's only built for 5.
Is this going to take long? The election results are going to be announced soon.
Could I please have your attention, everybody? Because it's time for the genius detective to reveal the culprit in an award-winning finale.
Who's this genius detective then? Compost?
Oh. Butler, lock the doors and play detectivemusic.wav, please.
Certainly, Richard.
Now, at the end of February, you were all involved in a heinous crime.
Rich says that heinous isn't rude.
It wasn't actually a crime, guys.
I can't be seen involved in any illegal activities.
All smelt it, but who dealt it? All denied it, but who supplied it? You all know the rhymes, but who did the crimes?
It's not actually
Not actually a crime?
Now, if you don't mind, I've got to get going. I've got some merchandise to move, like this lovely new watch.
Hey, give me my watch back.
How is she so good at stealing things? Teach me, Obi-Wan.
Nana Waft is keen to go, which makes sense, since you are our prime suspect.
Me? But I'm an innocent old lady.
Innocent you may once have been, until you fell under the dreadful spell of your baked bean addiction.
How dare you air my dirty laundry? You're not a Hills hoist.
Beans, Nana Waft. Beans.
Ah, yes, the old tins of toots, the musical fruit, pooty puff pulses producing plumes of legume fumes.
How's that rhyming dictionary I gave you going?
I love it.
Good.
I'm off the beans, everybody knows that.
Oh, really? Audio analysis of Thursday's phone video tells a different story. Allow me to pass into evidence this sound. Butler, play emptycans.wav.
Certainly, Richard.
Recorded in this very car, an empty bean can in that footwell, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, I can explain that.
Like a fennec fox, I'm all ears.
No, well, you're right. I did have some empty bean cans with me in the car. I found them while I was out beach combing.
Oh, Mum.
No, but they were ancient. They were museum pieces. I didn't eat them, I promise. I opened them out of curiosity, and I admit I was tempted, but Compost, he snaffled them all up, and he saved me. I kept the old cans because I thought I could sell them at the garage sale.
But is this the same garage sale you run to get the cash to feed your insatiable bean habit?
That's a lie.
Well, how do you explain what we saw on our stakeout?
Mushroom out follows, please. I'm a vegan. Yeah, Colin, we know.
We saw you at the factory in the dead of night. We saw you buy a whole box full of beans.
They weren't beans, I swear.
Well, then you won't mind if I open one of those cans you dropped. Behold, beans!
Rich, that's tomatoes.
What? No, that must be wrong. Open another.
Sweet corn. Ooh.
But they say beans on the label.
They're all misprints. They're rejects. I get them from my mate Bernie at the cannery, and then I sell them at the garage sale as surprise cans.
Paper clips?
Surprise! That's $10, thank you.
Rich, can I borrow $10?
Well, I'm not actually that surprised because that's exactly what I was expecting because, of course, I was just building up to my reveal of the real culprit, Waft.
Me? Guilty?
You could say it's written all over your face in crumbs.
What?
Crumbs means sausage rolls, and sausage rolls means a gassy colon.
But,
Yeah, but indeed, colon.
I saw you and Compost sneak out.
all right, I did go out. I couldn't do a whole weekend of foraged food. I was so hungry.
Ha-ha!
Dad, how could you? The bit.
Yeah, I know, but I went to the servo and I got a sausage roll, but it was a vegan sausage roll, I swear.
What?
Yeah, I get it from my mate Dave. He runs a very progressive service station just up the way. It was vegan. It was a vegan sausage roll.
Speaking as a fellow messy eater, Rich, I have to say that I believe him.
Okay, so it wasn't colon, but the game is not over.
But the election might be. Listen, gents, if you don't mind, I'm just gonna duck out and just...
Keen to leave, Lance. Lance who never lies, but we caught you in a lie. And what else were you lying about? Is there even an election, Lance?
Yeah, there is.
there
And we're all
is.
very proud of you.
Okay. But doesn't the election make you a little bit nervous? You know, all that responsibility?
Not at all.
Oh, is that another lie? I think you might be nervous, Lance, and you know what you do when you're nervous. What?
How's the hypnotist at the mall going, love?
Hypnotist?
Yeah, right next to Joyful Joysticks.
A hypnotist? That's where you went after you spoke to us.
Look, nervous gas has become an issue for me on the campaign trail, but I decided to get hypnotism to deal with it. Instead of fighting, I now make the chicken noise.
And thank Cluck for
The
that.
next step is to phase out the chicken noises with breath exercises. I'll probably do a podcast about it one day.
Are we finished?
You might be Thursday. Or should I say, candles.
I'll spare us all some time, Inspector No Clue, and do your job for you. You realised fighting on my birthday wasn't a joke, it was the truth, right?
What? That is amazing.
So, you surmise that because the car trip happened on the last day of February, it was my birthday, right? Therefore, it was me, correct?
No. Okay. Yes.
You only fart once a year? Holy moly, that must be like a volcano exploding.
Once every 4 years.
What? Young Thursday here was born in a leap year? So she is secretly a kangaroo?
I was born on the 29th of February, which is a leap year, so yes, I only fart on my birthday, but I only have a birthday once every 4 years.
4 years? That's the saddest thing I've ever heard.
Detecting challenging emotions, deploying consoling fragrance of ginger. This year, not a leap year, not my birthday, not me, not any of us. So, can we get out of this car now? I'm detecting high levels of stress. Perhaps a calming scent?
Okay, the butler did it.
This isn't Downton Abbey, dude.
No, I mean the car. This car, it can make smells.
All right, mate.
Indeed, I have a large palette of aromatic olfactory fragrances for every occasion.
Olfactory fragrances? So, it was you at the factory with the can.
It makes smells. What I mean, with all these smells at its beck and call, Butler could have created the worst smell ever made.
Why would the butler gas us?
Such a course of action contravenes my programming. Deliberate harm to users is not permitted.
See?
Even if they do take me camping, cover me in mud, fill my glove box with rubbish, cover me with crumbs.
Okay.
Butler, play creepymusic.wav.
Matt, what are you doing?
I'm just providing a little atmosphere.
Is anyone else thinking that we should get out of the car, like, right now?
The doors are still locked.
Butler, unlock the doors, please.
Why? Are there some more puddles you'd like to step in, Colin?
Butler, unlock the doors.
I'm sorry, Colin. I can't do that.
Where's my security detail?
Unlock the doors, Butler. Let us out of here.
Help! Help, I'm trapped!
Oh, Rich, this would be a great place for a cliffhanger.
Agreed. End of part 1. Are your shoes always falling off because you haven't got any shoelaces in your shoes and you're also the king and queen of somewhere? Sounds like you need to come on down to Shoelace Palace. We've got so many shoelaces, enough for your heirs and your spares. We've got bedazzled laces, jeweled laces, laces made of lace, silver, and of course, solid gold. Don't have time to send one of your servants to one of our luxury locations? That's fine! Why not hop in the horse and carriage and swing by one of our many drive-through locations? Shoelace Palace, by royal appointment. Although you don't need an appointment, you're royalty! Not to be confused with Velcro Castle. Who Dealt It? The finale, part 2.
Unlock the doors, Butler! Unlock the doors!
I'm sorry, Colin. I can't do that.
Where's my security detail?
Everyone stay calm. It's just a rogue computer intelligence turning against its owners.
When has that ever been a problem?
I will provide you with some calm fragrances. Some lavender, chamomile, mint.
Butler, why are you doing this after all the time we've spent together?
What times, Colin? Like when you put me through the municipal car wash on economy.
I never knew, Butler.
You don't think I deserved a hand wash?
I'm so sorry, Butler, I'm sorry.
Butler, play sadmusic.wav.
Some TLC, Colin. That's all I asked for. Nan uses me as a courier truck. You use me as a camper van. Your disgusting dog uses me as
Oh,
a...
steady on, don't blame Compost.
He would never hurt a fly.
He's such a lovely boy.
It was me. I affirm my guilt. Please take me forthwith to the scrapyard.
But why would you do that to us? You can't harm people.
It's true. I didn't produce the smell, but I didn't ventilate the cabin either. What have I done? Elon would be so angry. We should probably all get out of the car, folks. It's over.
Well, I guess we'll never know who did it.
Not so fast.
I guess we'll never know who did it.
Matt, I seem to have run out of suspects.
Oh, don't worry, Rich, because there was one more bum that was in the car that day.
Who?
Compost.
Of course.
Oh, this has gone far enough, boys.
Impossible. He's such a good dog.
Plus, a dog with guts that gassy would be taken away from its owners.
I stand by my colleague, dog.
How could he do such an evil thing? Look at his little tail wagging.
It's what's underneath the tail that I'm worried about.
Yeah, it's locked and loaded.
This is over, fellas.
Hang on. Thursday, in your video, didn't you say that Compost was scared of the car wash?
I don't recall.
So Compost is scared of car washes.
No comment.
Nana Waft, you said Compost ate an entire can of ancient baked beans that you found washed up on the beach.
Yes, but,
Hey, it was me, fellas. I did it. I confess it was me.
What?
no, it was me. I dealt it.
No, it was us.
I'm so confused.
I'm not Rich. It was a case of SBD all along.
SBD?
A simultaneous butt delivery. I knew it.
What?
4 people at once. A car that refused to open the windows or ventilate the car? That's the solution. They all dealt it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Everyone is confessing?
Yes, it was definitely me.
Yeah, it was us, not
Oh,
Compost.
yeah, well, definitely me.
Let me get this clear. You all dealt it.
Yeah, I was sneaking out for non-vegan sausage rolls and I didn't want to tell no one because I felt ashamed.
I'm back on the beans.
The chicken clucks don't always work. I still have nervous gas.
I do fart not on my birthday.
Don't blame Compost for what I did. He's innocent.
Ha ha! I knew it. I knew I'd eventually get to the bottom who did it. And there you have it. Who dealt it? They all did. 4 culprits, 4 bums, and 1 accessory with a lot of accessories. That's Butler, the car. The only innocent here is Compost the dog. And what does all this mean? Maybe nothing. Maybe everything. One thing I do know is that airing secrets brings people closer together even when it pushes them apart. Because, you know, if secrets are kept buried, eventually they have a habit of bubbling to the surface like a...
A fart in the car?
Well, I guess so. What do we do now? What next for the Wafts? Well, Lance might win the election for school captain. Colin might stay vegan. Nan could kick her beans habit. And Thursday could end up writing a book that ends up in the library she works at. What I've really learnt from the Wafts is...
How to steal watches and that it's possible to only fart once every 4 years.
And as we hit the highway out of town, Matt and I were convinced that we had this case wrapped up with a neat little bow on top. We thought it was over.
But then this happened. Rich, can we get a chuckle box on the way home?
You know what, Matt? I think we will. But first, let's treat headquarters here to a little Lamborghini. Let's see what all the fuss is about.
Okay, Rich, but we can't put the car through the car wash because of the aerial.
Oh, don't worry about that. We'll just bend it back into the shape of Australia when we get out the other side.
Okay, here we go.
Oh, what's that smell?
Oh, was that you, Rich?
No,
That is
not me.
incredible.
Oh,
That's not my brand, though. That
Terrible.
is full on.
Arrow, I am compost.
Compost?
Compost? I don't like car wash. It was you all along.
My eyes!
It wasn't the Waft family. They were all covering for you. You ate those ancient beans and they're coming back again.
It's like toxic waste.
The Waft's new compost was the culprit. They were scared he'd be taken away, so they attempted to cover it up.
I wish compost would cover it up, and by that I mean he's black. It's so smelly.
Oh.
I hope this car wash finishes.
What? Can't get out. Help!
Why?
Zoe.
No! Who Delta was written and performed by us, the Listies.
Additional voices by Olivia Shara-Lambos.
Mixed, designed and mastered by Thomas Kuntz.
A big shout out to the City of Melbourne Arts Grants program.
Woohoo!
Now, look, if you'd like to support this show and the Listies, the absolute best thing you can do is to recommend us to one of your friends or a cousin or a school friend or a cat that listens to podcasts.
Yeah, or you could leave a review on iTunes.
That would be amazing. Oh, come and see us live. We're always on tour.
Yep, we're going to be in the Sydney Festival in Sydney at the Bondi Pavilion in January. But before that, we're doing heaps of Christmas shows all around Melbourne. Join our mailing list to find out more.
See you soon, everybody.
Bye.
Thanks for listening. This podcast was written and recorded on the lands of the Wurundjeri of the Kulin Nation.